My name is Osborne, and I'll be the Westside Basketball Association Academy Director. Oh, sorry, I should introduce David Morrell. He's the assistant coach for the women. Josh Norman is the assistant coach for the women. And we've had our Premier League girls, Paige, Rachel, Sherry, Rosie, Catherine, Perkaz, and Carl, who have volunteered their time to come and show some of the things that we do. I made a mistake. I picked two assistant coaches that are just nuts. They are crazy men. Crazy coaches. 3 o'clock in the morning, I've got to tell us, what about this? Guys, the good thing about them is that I have such dazzling speed that I love to demonstrate the ball handling, but whenever I get out of bed I pull my hammy. So these two guys fill in and help out, which is great. But the energy level they bring to this group is massive. And while I've been coaching for a long time, I am learning so much from these guys. And they'll help out in today's demonstration. Now, part of the reason for calling tonight is to explain what the Westside Basketball Association is. So it's a spin-off from the Woodville Basketball Club, and the function of it largely is to promote and develop basketball in the western suburbs. So that there's 75 schools that we want to develop a domestic competition here, 100 teams eventually, which will then become the feeder to the Woodville Basketball Club. So we have a bigger pool of players to choose from, and pitch a few from there, and a few from other clubs as well, and have the drift coming this way rather than the other way. So with the Westside Basketball Association, we want to build up domestic competition. We want to have a coaching academy for coaches, and then a players academy for advanced skill development. My focus is on the coaches. We're going to work collaboratively. We're going to provide resources, assistance and ear so that the coaches can work together and do presentations like this, do coaching courses, go to schools and help those coaches, go to our domestic competition and help those coaches. And I'm not saying you have to have professional qualifications. We work to our level. Pretty well all coaches in this club have got something to teach beginner coaches. And that's the biggest vein of clubs and schools. So they're all volunteers. So in schools it's the mum and dads who coach the kids. They're all volunteers, putting in their time, and they need help. And the Academy is going to, as best we can, is going to provide that help. We start with the Woodville Basketball Club. So we set up a program. We want people that are interested to join the Academy. And the Academy, that group of people will set a program for the year. Now, it might only be 2 or 3 sessions a season, but it will be your choice, the topics you want covered, you'll get the speakers, or you will present a topic. So Rocky might be the best teacher of running transition basketball. So Rocky, that's your topic, here's your 15 minutes, you teach us how you run transition basketball. Back to the Academy. Within the club, what I will do is, on a voluntary basis, I will work with your teams, with you. So if you want me to work with you to help with planning, discuss what you're doing, maybe a demonstration on court where you are my assistant for a session and then I become your assistant for a session, we can work out not so much the content but the how, the teaching. We are teachers and we have to teach the kids how to play. We have to teach them how to behave. We have to teach them how to respond to adversity. We have to show them that hard work and improvement can be got together. So that's an open invitation. So we've got a sheet around. You want to register your name, your contact details. If you have any particular areas of interest to learn about, then make sure you put those down. So the group that forms the Academy can then pick and choose what topics that we will cover. And we don't care how low or how sophisticated. Generally it's better if it's simple, because the game is a simple game. In my coaching experience, one of the major benefits that I've experienced is I had kids in the 1970s that were 12 and 13, who are some of my best friends now. I play golf with them. I go to Sydney and visit them. I go to Whyalla and visit them. The parents of those kids. This is a large part of my life over that time. And you guys probably have experienced that and you will experience it. That's the payoff. That's the payoff for the coaches. To see those people develop and remain friends for life. Because basketball, like education, is a lifelong learning process. And we are part of that. When they go home after a game, who do they talk about? The coaches. Practice, who do they talk about? That bastard. He didn't put me on. But you have positive influences. And for those of us that are school teachers, kind of know that. If you're not a school teacher, we can help with some of the teaching techniques. One personal thing on the teams and court time, it drives me nuts. I had this argument with my assistant coach. Please, 8 per team. 9 is crazy. It's crazy on you guys. You divide 200 minutes by 9. 22 minutes each. You put your best kids on for 30 minutes. That kid now is down to 15 minutes. They're paying money. They go to 2 practices. Not for 15 minutes of court time. You got 8, that's 25 minutes each. Big difference. So you run your kid for 30, he's going to get more than half a game. Very important for their experience. They do not want to get splinters. If you're concerned with your numbers, you've got 2 teams, have 17 maybe. But 8, and to run 9, without grey hair, managing 9 is difficult. Like, you've got to manage their court time, you've got to manage the weakest players not on the court at the worst time, so that you lose a game because your group is out of whack for the last 3 minutes. Put him in the last 5 minutes, lose a game. It's a skill to run 9 players. I can't do it. I'm going to have somebody there. Hitting. He does that. The composition of your practice sessions. I've been around the club now for 2 or 3 months. And what we'll work on here is how. Now, with kids, you need to demonstrate that to them their improvement. You need to be able to show to the parents your child has improved. You can only do that if you test them. And testing is done with a mixture of time and repetition. So when we started with the girls, when we started with the girls, we did testing for like 2 months. Basic stuff, but testing under time and pressure to get conditioning, but to get results. So we are like greyhounds, retreating to defend our basket or launching attacks on our opponents. We don't have a lot of perimeter shooters. We've got to be up and down the floor quick. We use crisp passing. It despairs me to see kids sloppy with passes. It's a simple skill. This thing, bounce it there. Nah. Demand every time. Players pass crisply, nearly knock each other over with a pass. Even at WNBL level, it's a skill that can still improve. Our advantage, we're a powerful team. We're a strong team. That's our advantage. So my thing is the ball must go inside before you even think about shooting the ball. You cannot shoot the ball until it goes, particularly against the zone. It's got to go in and out, preferably in and out again, because that's our team advantage. So we have to drill to make sure that we have that. We rebound, they call crash the boards. It's a violent act. So we need this team to crash the boards, spill blood, spread bodies. We have to be fierce at rebounding. Show a lot of passion. Defense is a team passion. They've got to buy into it. We have a highly skilled, motivated coach here who demands that. And we get it, most times. It's a work in progress. Has not changed in 50 years. That's what I'm saying. Your values and your attitudes have not changed. Our core values, care for each other, lifelong learning, maximum effort. So what I'm saying is part of your tools, it might only be 5 lines, but you have, your team knows about punctuality at practices, attendance at practice, what do they do if they're not there, things like that. We have a playbook. It doesn't need to be, because I've got 2 nuts here, it doesn't need to be as sophisticated, but it outlines everything we do. So what we do, we go for 1 minute. We have variations. Bear in mind, these girls could not skip before we started this program. But we record the results. So they go hard for a minute. Use your time clocks. This facility is fantastic. Always have your clock on so you can measure your times. Have a parent do it for you. Stop, start. So we go for a minute. Then we do double for a minute.
Really, that's every drill. Clock on for every drill just creates urgency in your practice. Clock on is always good.
And for the, we've dropped this one off lately, but we can also do just running on the spot, card, short rope. She loves this. She just loves it. Come on, Karen. It's a tough drill for those young boys that want to start dunking the ball. This is a fantastic drill for them. Thank you, Karen. Now, 2 feet skipping over the pre-season. The team overall increase was 30%. We improved 30% over the pre-season. The highest increase was 55%. Somebody increased their numbers by 55%. And the highest score on the skipping was 181 in a minute. That's how long. So we measure it. We don't test them every day, but we test them periodically. They have to do their skipping before we start practice. Gets them ready to start. The doubles, the overall increase was 33%. The highest increase was 128%. Now you start putting these things to the kids. Kids are really bad judges of how good or bad they are, particularly girls. I'm no good. Get the evidence. You can't dispute that. So somebody increased 128%. The highest score was 79 in a minute. And then the over and back, the short rope, high overall increase 60%. I mean, they really struggled with that early. 60% team increase. The highest increase was 300%. That's when you bring out the awards, the lollies, the whatever. And the highest score was 51. You try doing that for a minute. The second thing we do before practice, Dave has put together a thing called the Quick Six. So every team needs to do a Quick Six before practice, along with the skipping. This is the more advanced variety. And I've given you a copy of the description of the Quick Six.
If you coach a lower level team, we can give you a copy of one that maybe fits your team level instead.
So that copy of the Quick Six, guys, that's a very brief kind of demonstration or just instructional wording where you can demonstrate that to your guys, and it kind of just reminds you, if you give them a copy of that with a folder that they take for training, they can quickly chuck it at the back of their book, look at it and go, do that. I'm not loud enough. They go. They can quickly look at it at the back of the book and go, okay, that's what I'm doing, and then they can go from there. The first one is excessive counts. This is very important that you're getting out of your comfort zone. You are really smashing that ball at about eye level, to be fair. An invisible line in front of your foot, all the way from behind your heel. The ball must go from the front, all the way back behind, all the way back in front, and then cross over into the other hand. Can you demonstrate that one for me, guys? Training and normally it's a little bit more ferocious than this, but really trying to smash that ball so hard that you can. Your objective in this is to pop the basketball. Really try and slam it, get out of your comfort zone. The next one is the Kyrie cross. So most people here will know who Kyrie Irving is. If you don't, he's a very elite point guard in the NBA. He is very notorious for having really wide, really jerky and really controlled ball movements. So we named this the Kyrie cross because that's the aim of this particular drill. Trying to get really wide and really low. So this will be a series of in front, between behind, into a float and a pound dribble. Can you demonstrate number 2, Joe? So really trying to focus on that float. 1, 2, 3, creating a lot of lateral movement. You want to create space from your defender, your invisible defender. By the way, you'll be timing these for about a minute each. So a minute is a fair amount of time to do these. Alright, thanks guys. The next one is the, I can't remember which order I've got it in. I think it's the in and out, rip. So what that is that's the outside, inside, rip. what you're going to do is you're going to find a line or use your foot as a reference. You want to go and manipulate the ball quite high, about chest height, over, inside, back over, to two very ferocious crossovers. I would probably get the kids to start out as just double crossovers, so staying in front of their body. It's a lot to take in on the first few tries. But over time, you can get them to add in a between, behind, whatever two dribble moves that they prefer, or that they want to test themselves with. Really get that over and back. So I feel like a good one for reference to watch is Paige, in the navy shoes over there. Really manipulating that ball over and back. You can see her controlling that. You will go for 30 seconds, let the boys know, or girls know, and then get them to change over and put the other hand. Alright, can you guys demonstrate the next one? So the close, far, close. Nearly identical. Still trying to manipulate the ball over the line. You are going in front of your toes still. Close, far, close, rip, rip. 30 seconds each side. The manipulation of the ball is the same from side to side, front to front, but it's just a different movement. This is good for manipulating. If the defense is trying to lunge at the ball, you're trying to manipulate away from the ball, control it with your body, so you're getting away. Close, far, close. Yeah. Number 5, girls. Can we have the in and out float start cross? Yeah. So this one here, in my opinion, is the most difficult out of the 6, but the most relevant to in-game usage. Obviously, you're not going to sit there, over the line, back over the line, rip, rip. But this one here, we're doing an in and out move, so that's a fake crossover. I think the most common Australian term for that is an onside move. So the split line down the middle of your body, you're just sort of rubbing the ball across that split line, using your head and your eyes to manipulate the defense into a float. So we're going to in and out move laterally. We are then going to stab with our outside foot and then throw the ball across our body. So in a situation here, Mike's in front of me.
I'm always in front of me.
The best defender I know. If I in and out and float and move, defense is always a reaction rather than being proactive. Defense is reactive, so they will copy whatever you do. Mike will move with me, I step, Mike will commit to that step, and I will cross over, and you are now past your defender. So this move here, we've already had Kari and Deanna, our other point guard, trying to use this in training and using this in drills. It's very hard to stay in front of them, because if they don't commit, you just go right in whatever way you've got to go. Can you show us that one, girls? Let's do a cross there, Carly. In and out, float, start, cross. Yep. Start, cross. There we go. There we go. So maybe a good person to watch on this is Sherry here. You can see where her starting point is and where she finishes. It's very different. She's creating a lot of lateral movement on that float, and that crossover is burning her defender, creating quite a bit of space there. If you want to see maybe the ABA men or someone in the NBA do this with a lot more athleticism, you can create a lot more space on the zone. Thanks, girls. This is the last one on the quick 6, and probably my favourite. Definitely not the most difficult one. When we teach this, we try and teach to draw big squares, and you understand what I mean by drawing big squares in reference to our movement. But I probably only need Sherry for this one. But Sherry, can you show us the pound, kill, rip, rip, float, and tree dribble, and try and get the biggest square as you can? So the pound dribbles are the same as what you were doing in the first drill, so the excessive pounds. Very good way to warm up the hands and feel for the ball. Then you are going to perform a kill dribble. What a kill dribble is basically the same as the pound dribble, but rather than letting it come back up to your face or your eye level, you're stopping it at the knee. So you're stopping all momentum of that dribble. So pound, pound, kill. You will then go into a rip, rip. So for the sake of it, maybe just go crossover, crossover, pound, rip, rip. and Sherry is into a float, creating lateral movement, drawing big squares. The last dribble is that retreat dribble. So down, field, rip, float, with distance, and then retreat dribble, trying to create a lot of space on your defender. So, what we would tell Joe, can you start facing this way? Okay, so we would start that as Sherry has drawn one square on the ground. So what you would tell your boys or girls, I'm used to just telling my boys things, rather than timing this for a minute, because you may not have a full completion of a square or two squares, draw two squares with your right hand, and then switch it over to the left hand, and then also draw two squares. So that way they have enough space, create space before training, especially at St. Clair. You can do it in these middle parts here, in the middle court over there, next to where you pay for entry. There's definitely enough space and enough time to get your players to do this before training starts. And I would feel like the girls would back us up on it. It definitely makes you feel more ready for that first drill. So if you go on a fast break drill, there's not that one or two fumbles. The drill goes a lot smoother. They feel a lot more ready to play. Thank you, girls.